You know what I really miss? 3 to 5 minute videos. That was always the perfect length. But the problem is that we have so much to talk about in the crypto market now that we've entered the early part of alt season. And yesterday for Shib was no different. There was a lot of things that took place. We need to talk about the price and the movements that happened there. We need to talk about an early Shiba Inu investor that's been making some major moves as of late. And we need to have a discussion about when we might expect the next meme season. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So I've had to re-record this a couple times because I keep forgetting to mention one key piece of information, which I'll get to later on in this video. But Shiba Inu unfortunately did not hold its 50-day moving average, which was disappointing. But of course, Shiba Inu was sitting on that support at the time of conclusion of the FOMC meeting. And although we got our 25 basis point decrease like we expected, the sentiment that followed from Jerome Powell kind of sucked. And unfortunately, it made Shib drop. It made the overall crypto market drop. It made the stock market drop. This was not an isolated thing. All right. So his potentially negative sentiment about 2025 is what caused $1.5 trillion to bleed from the stock market alone. But the crypto market got hit in a big way. But what I need to show you guys is that this drop from Shiba Inu is not alone. All right. For example, when we look at the total two, which is the market cap of crypto outside of BTC, that actually dropped by 6.7% yesterday. When we look at Ethereum, that actually dropped 6.85% yesterday. And of course, Shiba Inu dropped 8.62%. We know that SHIB is an ERC20 with large pairings with Ethereum. So ETH is naturally going to drag Shiba Inu down. So this is not an uncommon thing at all. Now, what I will say is that we did get a little bit of selling from an early Shiba Inu investor. They actually dumped 400 billion on exchanges yesterday. That actually equated to $9.59 million in profit. And understand that this is not an uncommon thing. There will be people that take profits during these times. Whales are not unknown to do this, but did this affect Shib in a way that was outside of the regular? No. And why I want to show this, or what really shows this, is Shiba Inu wasn't even the worst performing meme yesterday. Not even close. Amongst top memes, Shiba Inu actually held up very well. Look at how well it's held up compared to some of the other top memes over the last 7 days as well. So Shiba Inu has actually been very, very strong. And that's why, in fact, when we look at what took place yesterday, this was a very strong thing for Shib. Although we went on a retracement and a drop, we even fell actually below this last chance box here. We've now climbed back in a strong way, but what Shib did was, although it dropped, it actually did not set a new low. The last time Shiba Inu was down around those prices was actually November 14th, which was actually a little bit lower of a low. Now, what we may have actually seen here is Shiba Inu actually creating a double bottom. All right. Wow, I can't draw. Double bottom. Now, this isn't a guarantee. This isn't financial advice or anything like that. But what I'm seeing here as well is outside of the wicks, this consolidation of price is actually building higher and higher and higher. So for example, here we have our first one, here we have our second one, slightly higher, here the third one, slightly higher. And now this level of consolidation of price is actually at, again, a higher level. So we're slowly but surely building strength amongst the bottom of this trend. Now, what's interesting about this is this trend isn't, again, any different than what we've been seeing. For example, and I know I've referenced this probably even yesterday, but when we look at this trend in terms of Shib, it's exactly the same, guys. This wick that we even experienced down over the last 24 hours, it's right on trend. And in fact, this is where we saw a nice burst in price. This may have been our buying event, right? That sends Shib surging higher to the upside. Now, this isn't a guarantee or financial advice or anything like that. And what I want to show you guys is this may have been essential for meme season. All right. Meme season is a question that a lot of people have had of when it's next going to hit, because we haven't seen one since basically February into March. What needs to happen for meme season is we need to see those big flows of capital from outside the space. We need to see big levels of adoption. And we just frankly have not been getting that as of late. We have seen some capital trickle in here and there. And what really indicates this is, although the global market cap of crypto has been on the rise, USDT dominance has stayed consistent. So there's some capital flowing in, but it's parking itself right on the sidelines. It's not really flowing in a big way yet. It may have actually been positioning itself for I don't know, this dip yesterday. This may have been again where you saw big accumulation and maybe prepping us for this next breakout. But what we saw back here in February into March was the big adoption boom. If you guys remember, during that time, we saw Pepe go on a run, we saw WIF go on a run, we saw Shiba Inu go on its run, its 4.5x move over the course of just 7 days, and that's because adoption was high. So the question now lies is, when are we going to get that next big boom? When is that going to hit the space? And in fact, when we look back at prior cycles, there is a period where this does happen. So for example, last market cycle, it was actually about a couple days into January. That is when we actually saw the market cap of assets outside of BTC actually climb from basically this 223 billion range all the way up to 1.48 trillion. All right. That's a significant surge, and maybe we see something the level of that, right? And even in this early part of March that we experienced, we surged from 898 billion in terms of the market cap of alts. Yeah, market cap of altcoins. We saw it surge to 1.27 trillion. So we're talking about hundreds of billions of dollars in market cap that is basically being prepped right here, right? In fact, this next surge for alts may climb to somewhere in that like 2.8 to 3 trillion range by March, April, May. All right. Not a guarantee, not financial advice or anything like that. But this next big move in the crypto market is in fact a big one. So if history continues to hold true, it wouldn't surprise me if we get a meme season somewhere in January. You got to remember that obviously optics for memes are really high outside the space right now. We're still seeing a lot of search traffic, a lot of Google search volume, which is a big deal. It just hasn't quite translated into buys yet. All right. That's the biggest thing we're waiting on. And I think it's going to hit a lot sooner than people realize. These are shakeouts. They'll try to wash you out of your position. And the biggest thing you can make sure that you do is don't fall for this at this time. We know that adoption is coming. The wave is going to be huge. So that's all I got for you guys. Appreciate you as always. I keep trying to get these videos under 5 minutes, but it's not working. But have a great day. Show your love below. Let me know your thoughts. Did you accumulate more SHIB yesterday? But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.